Hello, you beautiful people. We are here in the absolutely beautiful Red Lick Valley in Estill County, Kentucky. We're at Snug Hollow Farm Bed and Breakfast, and we're celebrating today. It's a great day to be out here, and we've got a great crowd, and we want to tell you a little bit about what's going on. So I'm joined first by Will and Ryan. They are the troublemakers that have caused this ruckus out here. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Will to tell you a little bit about what's going on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming today. So many wonderful faces to see and be able to share. This is our grand opening of our two new cabin spaces, the Heart of the Holler. So this is the Whippoorwill to my left here, and to my right is the Rivercane Retreat. So they are both wonderful spaces. We're excited for y'all to check them out and have some new faces to come out and be able to adventure and enjoy their time out here. So yes, yeah.
Well, and I didn't. We had a little a chart to follow to make sure we got everything covered today, and I believe Ryan has a special presentation that he's going to make.
Welcome, everyone. We're so excited that you all are here, and we have a beautiful land acknowledgement agreement, so we would love to read that for you. And then I have just a little list of thank yous, and I only wrote them down because if not, I would not stay on task, and you would be here all day. So we will stay on task, and I will start with our land acknowledgement. And we thought this was really important because we wanted to honor the indigenous folks that this is really their land. So we acknowledge the Shanwandis Tulu, the Shawana or Shawnee peoples as the ancient and historical protectors, stewards, and guardians of the land here at Snug Hollow. We also recognize this land as the original homeland of the Hopewell peoples prior to the Shawana inhabiting the area. We invite and welcome you to be present today with the spirit of the Shawana and the Hopewell peoples. Just as many indigenous peoples believe, we also believe that no one person can own the land. The Great Spirit is the only owner of the land. We are here simply to protect, nourish, and be in reciprocity with the land. As the current guardians of this land, we acknowledge that the Shawana and Hopewell and other indigenous peoples are the rightful collective homesteaders of this land. We also acknowledge the struggles and systemic hurdles that indigenous peoples still face today. We denounce any and all beliefs that do not align with unity, honesty, or loving stewardships. We believe we are all have a major responsibility to actively assist in breaking down old and current systemic injustices, which then allows all people to be truly heard, seen, sovereign, and free. Shawana is often translated as the spirit of the South or the South Wind. To our knowledge, these indigenous people did not live here in the Snug Hollow Valley, but rather utilized the land as a hunter and gatherer space and seasonal trail, a place where the streams and springs allowed beautiful plants to thrive and animals to be nourished, a place to sustainably collect and harvest, a place where they thrived in a space of an intricate and spirit-centered connection with the land, plants, trees, and animals. This relationship extended to the vast and sophisticated connections with the elements earth, water, fire, and wind. This land is now rightfully claimed by the spirits of the South and the South Wind. As the caretakers of this beautiful land, we are simply called to nourish and love this space as a sanctuary for the South Winds to blow through with grace, ease, and peace.
Thank you.
And now I have my really long list of thank yous. So we wanted to thank our beautiful friends, family, and community partners and collaborators, our lending team, and mostly the beautiful team here at Snug Hollow Bed and Breakfast. I hope I don't miss too many of you, though. Some of our community partners who have all become friends and make this region such a gem, or such an agate, I'd say, we have Jay and Victoria from Harmony Hollow, just a couple hollers over that way. We have Jennifer from Red River Gorge Experiences, so if you ever need a good tour guide in Red River Gorge. Yeah. We have Kathy from Kathy's Broadway B&B. We have Christina Vaughn, president of the Estill County Arts Council, and an excellent realtor if you're looking for one. And she also makes beautiful stained glass. There's a little like stained glass mosaic piece over there. And then we have Emily Clifton, who's an amazing licensed massage therapist and many other things. Jill of all trades, Emily of all trades. We have Amanda from the Berea Salt Caves and Art. Our neighbors down the road at Red Haven Farms. Jess and Sean from Alight Agency. And you should look for our new website coming up soon. It will be out any day now. We have Ron and his team from Ironstein Coffee out of Morgansfield, Kentucky. Berea College, including Shoddy from the Bell Hook Center. The Estill County Chamber of Commerce, of course. Our dear friend Annie from the Governor's Mansion. We have the Estill County Development Alliance, the Estill County Tourism Commission, Estill County. And our friends at the Berea Chamber are also here today. And of course, our guests of honor, the Kentucky Department of Tourism. We also want to thank Anna from Orion Rose Photography out of Louisville, who is one of our dear friends and is here capturing all this beauty and magic here today. We also want to thank our whole lending team from the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, the Appalachian Impact Fund, Invest Appalachia, and Mountain Association. We simply would not be here without your patience, moxie, drive, and ultimately your willingness to take a chance on these relative youngsters who simply had a dream to bring people back to nature and back to themselves through deep and real connection. It's almost over, I promise. A huge thank you to our steady. And how did I forget Tater Knob? That's my cub. Sarah over at Tater Knob. It's on here, Sarah, but I somehow can't read. So we also want to have a huge thank you to our contractor, Dawn, and April and Dawn's team, who brought this all together and made it happen. So thank you, Dawn. It's beautiful, and we love you. Thank you. And we really want to thank our families for their love and support, especially my mom, who has stood by our side even when we were just getting here, seemed like a pipe dream. She believed in us, and she never once wavered in that faith and this magical place. And she believed in it and us so much. So I love you, Mom. And mostly to the dynamic and heart-centered team here at Snug Hollow that has truly become part of our family. They welcomed us with open arms and hearts, and we are forever grateful for all you do for our guests, for this beautiful land, and for us. Brenda, our executive chef, who's been here on and off for 20 years. Brittany, our morning chef and office manager. Crystal, our sous chef and hospitality manager. Liv, who has also worked here about 20 years on and off. She's from the holler next door. We also have Leandra, who's our newest server and hospitality expert. Our daughter, Harper Ray, who you can see her with a Snug Hollow t-shirt when you come every now and again. She likes to jump into the action. And then we also have Jay, our amazing groundskeeper, who keeps this place beautiful and peaceful and serene. And I can't forget to thank my sweet partner, Will, who does so much for all of us every day. Thank you all so much for being here. We're honored and we love you.
So my job as an interviewer, you didn't thank Casper. My job as an interviewer, I'm supposed to try to help pull a little bit of the emotion out, but you've kind of taken my thunder there. I do want to ask you before we pass the mic, just as a little bit of background. So, how did a couple of relative youngsters end up landing here in on the bank of McSwain Branch?
So very long story short, so a few years ago, we were just finishing up school. I was finishing up my master's in psychology, and Ryan was finishing up his doctorate at Xavier University. And we were the age-old question: what do you want to do after you graduate? And so when you grow up, yes, what do you want to do? And so we were just sitting one day by a creek near our house up in northern Kentucky, and we had this shared vision that we wanted to find or create a space like this. And so one of our friends actually had been here, and she said, you all need to come down and see it and just get some inspiration. And so we're like, okay. So we called Barb and we said, we would love to come down and see Snug Hollow and visit. One of our dear friends just was there. And so we were welcomed with open arms and
I will say, from our first call, I talked to her about an hour. She said this place was meant for you boys.
Yes.
And she didn't give up on us,
Yes.
even though it took about 18 months or so for us to finally close.
Yes.
So we have to honor her in that way.
Yes,
for
sure. Yeah.
Today.
So we sat with her in the living room and we chatted for hours, and we just fell more and more in love. And so we worked really hard with some amazing community development partners and was able to get the funding secured and everything like that. And we are here now. So that is, long story short, that's how we got here. So yes, yeah.
Shorter than I would be.
Yeah.
That's a great story, though.
Yeah.
And it's I can relate. Barb is who helped me get started with EDA before she was full time at Snug.
Yes,
So yeah, she's firecracker, no doubt about it.
That's the truth right there.
Well, we need to hear from a couple more folks who are here in support. So I do want to turn the mic over now to the director of the Irvin Estill County Tourism Commission, Miss Jess Stevens. Come on, Jess.
Thank you. Hello.
I only do that because we're friends.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Anybody can hoot and holler for me at any time. I am the tourism director for Estill County. Funnily enough, Barb is the reason my family is in Estill County. We were looking for property and then came out here, and it was just like, oh, yes. And she worked hard to make sure we could be here. And so, the fingerprint is all over, and just being able to see such a storied history. I travel all across the state, and the amount of people I run into that I mention Estill County, they know two things: the Mushroom Festival, thank you, Francine Bonnie, and Snug Hollow. And the amount of people who were like, oh, I love that place. I make sure I go every year. That's where my family always reconnects. And it's so beautiful. And I'll never forget hearing rumors that Snug was for sale, and everyone was terrified. Like, oh, what are they going to do? There's so much love and magic there, and we need it to be such a stronghold. And the day Ryan called, and I about threw my phone across the room. And I was like, I've been meaning to find out who you were. And then we talked about, I think we talked for an hour and a half as well. So don't call Ryan if it's a short conversation that you need. Call Will. But we are so honored to see the legacy of this great place that really exemplifies our hospitality and why people love Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia and small towns. And there are people who are scared when they get out here and there's no street lights and sidewalks. But, I know this is a place where people feel safe and welcome and loved, and people fall in love with our community when they're out here. So thank you all so much for all your hard work. I'm just very excited to see, I know it feels like a long time for you all, I'm sure, but a year and a half is a relatively short time to have an entire new facility on such a big place. So you all are doing incredible, and I'm just so proud to be a part of the community with you.
Thank you, Jess. All right, next up we have some dignitaries who are wandering around today, and I guess the chief that's going to be saying a few words now. From Kentucky Tourism, we have the great Nancy Turner. Come on up.
I don't know about great, but I do know it is a magical morning here in Estill County. Driving here and seeing the fog lift and turkeys in the field, and it was just anticipation of what I was going to see, and it's magical. You are going to do great things here. As Sarah and I were just talking, memories, and I think about all the memories that have been made here and all the memories yet to be made here, and your passion and your dedication. I look forward to seeing you do great things. On behalf of the Kentucky Department of Tourism, we are so happy to be with you today, and we welcome you to the tourism family. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Wonderful. You have such a way with words, Nancy Turner. Okay, well, before we cut a ribbon and make it official, I do want to ask you fellas, what, this may be for somebody watching this video, it may be the first time they're hearing about Snug. So, what would you like for folks out there to know? What's that elevator pitch to let folks know this is what's going on here?
Is this a 30-second elevator pitch or a 5-minute?
It's an Estill County elevator.
Sarah said 30 seconds. So, all right. So we sit on 300 acres, cliff to cliff, all the way around. There's nothing but pristine nature here. You have connection with nature, to other people, the beautiful guests that travel from all over the world, and connection to yourself. So we get lots of artists, authors, spiritualists, folks that are needing to have a moment of rest and rejuvenation. And you get that all here. And we like to say, and they've said for years and years, what do you do at Snug Hollow? Nothing. You sit on the porch swing, on the rocking chair. You sit and on near a fire and read a book. You walk the labyrinth. You walk the trails that are 3 miles. You go to the pond. Oh, there's lots to do, actually. But just be. Simply be.
I'm impressed because that was brief but beautiful. So, well, I will say on behalf of the Estill County Chamber and Estill Development Alliance, we want to officially welcome you to the family, and we're just so excited to see not only the continuance of a legacy, but all of the new magic that you're going to be weaving. So, congratulations, and let's cut the ribbon and make it official. You want to? All right. All right, so go ahead and open the scissors like you're going to cut and pose. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. It is official. Once again, we want to say congratulations, welcome, and get the party started. So thank you again, and on behalf of the Estill County Chamber, this is Joe Crawford signing off.
We're going to do a tour of the new facility. For reference, we were right out here on the dog trot porch. So we're here with Will. Tell us a little bit about where we are and what's going on here.
So we are in the Whippoorwill Retreat. This is one of 2 beautiful sides. So they all of the cabins have a little bit of their own personality, but this one over here is special. It's really geared for groups and retreats and bigger gatherings, which is the big difference between this space and other cabins that we have. So this is the main sort of kitchen area and living room. Nice big beautiful space to sort of relax in and enjoy some good food or just sit around on the couches. So and of course, while you're in here, we have some beautiful tater knob to enjoy. So that's in both sides. But yes, this is a beautiful light-filled space. We love it.
How many people can this building, this side hold?
Yeah, so each of the new cabins can sleep between 8 to 10. So there's 8 beds. There's 6 upstairs, so a very traditional like Appalachian sleeping area upstairs. Private bedroom, which is the difference between this cabin and a lot of our other cabins. We don't have a lot of private bedrooms, so we wanted to incorporate that here. And then we'll have some sleeping downstairs as well for anyone that maybe can't do the stairs very well or wants to just sleep on the first level. It's just nice sort of break between the 2 spaces.
So great. And seeing the live edge around the windows and the beautiful beams, it is truly gorgeous here, and it kind of brings in the rustic woodland feel, but also it's very fresh and modern and wonderful. And somebody said they walked in earlier and they said, and you know what? It still feels just like Snug Hollow. So I think that's a deep compliment. So. Awesome. Do you want to show us? Do you want to show us a little bit upstairs, or okay?
Let's go around. Yeah. Yes, that's perfect. And also, I wanted to point out. So this cedar beam is actually from the property here.
Oh, give us all the.
So that's a little detail that we wanted to incorporate for sure. So yes, yeah. Well, let's go upstairs. It's even more beautiful up there. So yes. So this is the very traditional sleeping area upstairs. So a lofted sleeping space, full bathroom up here, and then we'll just sort of keep walking through, and I'll show you the private bedroom up here.
Oh wow!
So this is a nice little spot if you want to just sort of get away from your family or your kids, or you just want a little spot a little quiet spot. So this is a nice little space in here.
Oh, this is great.
Yes.
Oh, and there's so much sunlight. It's a cloudy day here, but it's still so bright and beautiful.
Yes. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And we can see kind of through the windows there. We'll go over there, but that's the other side across the dog trot porch.
And when we built this, we wanted to do passive solar. So it's nice because the windows sort of capture all the sunlight any time of the year. So even in the wintertime, there will be sunlight pouring through, and it's a great spot for sure.
That's wonderful because, in the winter when it gets so gray and everyone's got the seasonal depression,
Yes.
they
Yep.
should come here
Come here.
and get all the beautiful sunlight.
Yes, exactly. Yes, soak it in. Yes. Yeah.
We're over on the other side. We still have quite a crowd out there from the ribbon cutting. So we're over here, and it smells different in here.
This is the Welcome to the Rivercane Retreat. This is the second space that we just finished. We just put the finishing touches on last night. We were hanging artwork and things. So this is definitely more of the refined pine cabin over here. So this side is sort of geared for, so the bigger vision was to have large groups come in, so retreats and things like that. So renting out both sides is really ideal because you're able to have this space as sort of like an eat-in space. So this will be able to seat up to 12 now. We can add in another table to be able to seat up to 15 to 20.
Wow.
And then the other side has a bigger living room space so y'all can sort of enjoy, sitting around and doing whatever activities that you'd like to do. So that was sort of the larger vision, but this space is really comfortable. As you can see, the color is just a little different in here. There's not as much live edge, but we wanted to incorporate some local art and just really make this sort of a refined artistry space for sure.
That's so great. And I know Snug Hollow has a history of, I've seen multiple books that are credited to Snug Hollow and the writing and the artists who come here who feel inspired. And, I've brought a group retreat here. And so I can totally see having this space of, you've really planned it out well for a large group to be able to have separate space and together space. And since it's a video and I mentioned the smell, this is the pine side and that's the cedar side. So it does smell differently of the fresh, locally hewn wood. So how cool is that? So setup wise, is this side similar? You did mention the dining is upstairs, the similar kind of sleeping, very similar sleeping space. Okay, great. Yeah.
This also has two bathrooms, so one on the main level here, full bathroom, and full bathroom upstairs.
Oh, that's awesome.
And same sort of setup up there as far as private bedroom and all that.
Yeah, so if you're wondering, we are in a holler, but there are real bathrooms. It's no outhouses. But yeah, the amenities here are wonderful. I was speaking to somebody earlier who was saying, if you're not, from the country or from Estill County, and you're thinking, what am I going to do out there? And they start driving up the driveway, which is it's long.
It's an adventure.
It's an adventure. It's a great adventure.
Yes, yeah.
And my cousin, who is a city boy, said, there's no street lights or sidewalks. What do we do? And, being out here at night, it's just so different. You never get to see the stars as pretty as you do out here. You never get to anything. Hear as much nature. People who think it's quiet in nature, come out here. You are wrong. It is loud. So
And it's actually bright. The stars will light your night up. So it's absolutely stunning out here at night.
Oh.
Yes, you don't need the street lights. You're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, go ahead and show us this side, and we'll finish up the tour there. All right. Yeah, this is so great. This is perfect for, like I said, I have done retreats here, like committee board retreats, or like family events. Like this has got so many opportunities. So, and then here's the other enclosed bedroom. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful space. So is it now, people can book it as of, if you're watching this video, you can book it.
Yes, book it up. We are ready to book it out for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the ribbon cutting, for the work you've been doing here, and for such good growth in our community.
Yes,
So
absolutely. We are happy to be a part of the community and so so excited to share this new expansion. It's been a long time coming, but we are so excited for this. We've been looking forward to this day for a year now. So we've almost been here. We've been here for a little over a year. So this is such a great full circle moment for us today. So yes, thank you all for being out here.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Book a stay at Snug Hollow.
Absolutely.
SnugHollow.com. We'll have that up, and you can come out and enjoy it just as much as we do.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.